guys and welcome back. So today I am doing a Q&A. You guys tweeted me and Facebooked me your questions. I have 20 of them to answer and I'm going to jump right into it. I have them on my phone right now. So first of all, Gail asked me, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years' time? I always used to hate this question when it came to YouTube and things like that and work-wise. I really don't know what I'll be doing in 5 years' time. But on a personal level, I hope that in 5 years I'll probably have some babies and be a mum and maybe have another sausage dog if Mike lets me. That would be really good. The second question comes from Phaedra and she asked me, what brand makeup would you pick if you could only pick a single brand for the rest of your life? I think this would probably be YSL, mainly because I love their bases and their mascaras and they're like my two staple products, but they also do really good bronzers and blushes and they do decent eyeshadows, really good lipsticks. I feel like they have the strongest kind of like all round. Like they're not all my favourites, but they have a really strong base and they have the most amazing packaging as well. Gabriella said, what is your favourite part of living in the rural or in rural UK? Could you see yourselves moving somewhere else, and if so, where? My favourite part about living in a rural area is that you get space and there's space to walk the dogs. I don't have to put my dogs on a lead day to day. That's awesome. I don't think we will live anywhere else permanently, but I would love to live in LA at some point in my life. I don't know if we ever will, but that's always been somewhere for the lifestyle that I really wanted to live. Jojo says, are you doing Vlogmas this year? Yes, I am. I'm very, very excited about that. You guys know I love Vlogmas. Natalie asks, what is on top of your Christmas wish list? There's actually a bag from Miu Miu that I spotted yesterday that I'll insert a picture of here so you guys can see it. And I really like that. I don't know whether I love the colour though. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a good thing to ask for Christmas? The other thing I did want, Tom Dixon has brought out some new candles, which I really like the look of, and I'd like one of those. And don't really know apart from that. I'm just excited about giving people presents this Christmas, to be honest. Halloween, or Mally, is it Mally? Callie Matthews, I think, is what her actual name is, says, any new beauty products in the pipeline? Maybe? That's all I'm going to say. Kajsa asks, what's your favourite piece of clothing at the moment? It's actually these boots, which I have here ready to show you. These are from River Island. They're a copy of the Givenchy ones that are super expensive that I really want, which actually they're on top of my Christmas wish list right now. So these are the River Island ones that I got for £65. I'm obsessed with them. I did a whole blog post on like more affordable dupe winter boots on my blog, which I'll link below if you guys want to check it out, because I spent ages doing it. And yeah, I'm obsessed with these. Fafa asks, favourite TV show? And this is really hard because I have a lot, but my favourite one probably of all time is probably The Walking Dead. And it starts again in a few weeks' time. I'm so excited. I also did really love 24. When 24 was the thing, that was one of my favourites. Jen asks, which would you rather give up? Hot sauce or alcohol? I probably would give up hot sauce because it's not, I mean, alcohol's not good for you really either, but I probably would give up hot sauce because it's not like a sociable thing having hot sauce, is it? Whereas having a glass of wine with your friends, it's more than just taste, it's actually about enjoyment of life as well. Amy Louise asks, what is your most treasured memory from your childhood? For me, this sounds like a really weird thing, but like my brother is 5 years older than me, and when I was about 10 and he was 15, he did not hang out with me. He used to pick on me. He basically thought that I was like the most uncool person in the world, and he never used to let me like come into his room or hang out with him or anything. And when his friend Philip was over, who's actually been in a lot of videos, if you guys don't know Crazy Phil, he's like was my brother's best friend growing up. And whenever he was there, which was a lot, he used to really like hang out with me. So like I was only allowed in my brother's room and to like hang out and play video games with my brother when Phil was there. So like that is one of my best childhood memories because I actually got to hang out with my brother. Holly asks, what lessons have you learned in your 20s? I think more than anything I've learned to care a bit less about what people think because you're just so much happier that way, quite honestly. Like I spent so much of my teens caring so much about what other people thought, and now I still do care, but I care a lot less. I'm a bit more like, I care what my friends think as opposed to like random people on the street, you know what I mean? And the other thing I think I've learned is that it's okay for people to come in and out of your life. I think because I had a very solid group of friends when I was younger, I never really lost a friend or anything like that, whereas I think when you get older you realise that some people are in your life for the long term and some people are temporarily there, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's just part of life. And I think my mum always says friends are for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So it was a weird one for me, like learning in my 20s that not all my friends were going to be like lifetime friends. So yeah. Lindwin21 asked, what does your perfect day look like? My perfect day would involve a little bit of a lie-in, but not too late so that you felt like you've lost all of the day. I would go out for breakfast or out for brunch with Mike and all my family and the kids, and then we would go shopping, and it would be amazing sale shopping, and then I would go out for a massive dinner with all my friends and then spend the evening cuddled on the sofa with my dogs and Mike. That would be like my perfect day ever. Kate asks, what are your top 5 concerts or gigs that you've ever been to? So this is quite a tricky one because I've been to a lot. Number 1 is probably Coachella. Like, Coachella this year was awesome, and more specifically Halsey at Coachella and Alessia Cara at Coachella, and just the whole, that was amazing. Seeing my brother and his band play at the Brixton Academy, I think it was there that they did a Halloween gig and they were all dressed as skeletons on stage. That was awesome. Taylor Swift in Hyde Park was also one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I saw Muse live in like 2005 at V-Fest, I think, and that was amazing. And also John Mayer live at the Hollywood Bowl, which I wasn't even a fan of John Mayer when I went to see it, but I freaking love him now. Like, he was amazing live. Emma asks, what is your all-time favourite late night snack? That's a difficult one because I tend to like have a bit of a late night snack on just whatever's in the fridge, but more recently figs. Yep, I've been snacking on a fig or two late at night. Is that really weird? That is really weird, isn't it? Doggo or Charlie's asks, what is your favourite go-to product this month so far? And that is actually this little thing. This is the new YSL Cushion Foundation. I have been a bit of, I don't know, I haven't really fallen in love with cushion foundations yet. I freaking love the L'Oreal Cushion Bronzer and I love the Lancome Cushion Blush, but this is the first cushion foundation that I've been like, yes, this is awesome, and the packaging is awesome, and it's really good. It's actually the Fusion Ink foundation as well, which I didn't really love the normal formulation of it, but in a cushion just somehow it works really well, and yeah, that is my favourite so far this month. HJN99 asks, most regrettable purchase in anything, not just fashion. I've got to say, this would have to be my red Chanel bag, and I know I didn't buy it that long ago, but yeah, I really actually regret buying that, and I think I might sell it because I have not worn it nearly as much as I thought I would. And I was so excited when I bought it as well, and yeah, bummer. Britta Best asks, what is the next year going to look like for you? Are you planning far ahead, or are you more or less going with the flow? Congratulations on 7 years. First of all, thank you. Also, next year, I actually have a few things planned for next year. I'm really excited. I'm going to South Africa for the first time ever in February for a friend's wedding, which I'm so excited about. We're also planning a ski trip for early next year, which I'm really excited about. Work-wise, I've got a couple of exciting things that I can't really talk about planned, but beyond like springtime next year, I have got no plans. I'm just going with the flow. Victoria Winter asks, if YouTube ceased to exist tomorrow, what career path would you choose to take in its place? I think before YouTube existed, I probably would have worked in something like marketing or events, but now that I've done YouTube, I feel like I would stay in the beauty and fashion industry a bit more. I don't know whether I'd necessarily be a makeup artist, but I would definitely still like to stay in beauty and fashion, maybe even doing more like production stuff, because that's what I spent the last few years doing, but for beauty and fashion, if that makes sense. That would be awesome. Heba asks, you've had long hair for such a long time. Have you considered going short like everyone else seems to be doing nowadays? You know what, I have considered it. Like, you can actually see all of my hair in this video as well, which is quite unusual. I have considered it, and I've decided against it because every time I go a bit shorter and cut my hair to like here, I end up not liking it. I also don't have like a very narrow face, and I think sometimes if you get your hair cut like this kind of length, it can make your face look rounder than it is. So yeah, I really like long hair, and I also love the fact that I can plait it, because I really love like doing all sorts of braids and stuff. So no, I'm not going to cut my hair short. Hannah Garber asks, what's one brand you would love to work with if you had the opportunity that you haven't worked with so far? I've got to say, actually, after saying YSL, probably YSL, because I don't think I've ever worked with them. I've done stuff with them before, but I've never like made any content with them, and I would really love to, because I absolutely love their stuff. And that's it. That's all of the 20 questions. I thought I had one more, but I don't. Thank you so much for tweeting them in. I really hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I hope that you are liking my new upload schedule of 3 times a week. I now upload on Wednesdays as well as Fridays and Sundays, so if you hadn't already seen this week's Wednesday video, then go and check it out. It's up on my channel now, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!